Hello, how are you? I hope you will be fine. Here is episode number 7, The Space Between Us, Hearts Between Lines, Season 2. The air in late October had that crisp bite that always reminded Tinku of endings. The leaves on the big sycamore in front of the school had turned a rusted orange, and every step crunched underfoot like tiny pieces of burnt paper. She leaned against the railing by the football field, watching as the sky slid into evening. Gapu's laughter echoed from somewhere behind her, tangled in a group of boys. She tried not to turn, but her eyes betrayed her. There he was, the same messy hair, the same too big hoodie, except he was not looking at her anymore. They still talked, but only between classes. Their conversations were shorter, lighter, as if both of them were standing on opposite shores of a river they did not know how to cross. That night, Tinku sat at her desk, a blank page staring back at her. She wanted to write him something, not a letter exactly, but something. Instead, she drew. She sketched the sycamore tree, its leaves almost gone, and two figures beneath it, both looking in different directions. She thought about the summer, about the promises they did not speak out loud somewhere in between September and now they have stopped keeping them. The next morning, Gapu found her sitting on the library floor, cross-legged between the shelves. She was reading, but her eyes flicked up when he appeared. "Morning," he said softly, as though he was not sure if he was welcome. "Hi," she replied, moving her knees so he could sit beside her. There was a pause. Gapu tapped the spine of the book in her hand, still reading those sappy love stories, still making fun of them. She counted, a teeny smile tugging at her lips. "Always," he said, but it sounded more like a memory than a joke. For a moment, it felt, for a moment, For a moment, it felt like the old rhythm again, their voices finding the spaces where they used to fit. But then the bell rang and Gapu stood up first. "See you," he said, and walked away before she could answer. In the weeks that followed, the space between them grew invisible but heavy. They were still in each other's days, in group projects, in passing jokes, in shared glances, but it was not the same. One Friday evening, Tinku was leaving the art room late when she spotted Gapu sitting alone in the music hall, strumming a guitar she did not know he could play. She hesitated in the doorway, listening. The song was soft, not fully formed, but it made her chest itch in the way only familiar voices can. "Did not know you played," she said finally. He looked up, startled. "I don't. Just trying something. Sounds good," she said, and meant it. He smiled. He smiled faintly, but could not say anything else. The silence between them was not awkward this time. It felt like a bridge She stepped inside and sat on the edge of the stage, close enough to hear the slight tremor in each chord. What is it called? She asked. Don't know yet, he admitted. Maybe I will name it after something I miss. Her heart skipped, but she did not ask what he meant. That night she dreamed of the sycamore tree again, but in her dream the leaves were not falling, they were frozen mid-air as if time had decided to wait until they were ready. Monday morning came, and with it the first frost of the season. The schoolyard shimmered like a sheet of glass. As Tinku walked toward the entrance, she spotted Gappu waiting at the steps. Like he looked like he had been there for a while, hands deep in his pockets, breath clouding the air. Morning, she said, surprised. He held out a small folded paper. Found this in my locker. I think it's yours. She took it. Her sketch of the sycamore tree she had left in her notebook weeks ago. You kept it? She asked. Yeah, she said simply, did not want to throw it away. They stood there for a long moment, neither moving. Then, as the bell rang, he said, we should talk. Her chest tightened. Yeah, we should. For the first time in weeks, she believed they might. That afternoon, they sat on the bleachers after everyone had gone. The sycamore tree stood in the corner of the field, half bare, watching. I don't know why it got weird, he said. Maybe I messed it up. It was not just you, she admitted. I pulled away too. I guess I was scared. It was not feel the same. He looked at her for a long time, like he was memorizing her face. It still could. He said quietly. Her breath caught. They did not fix everything that day, but they stayed until the sun sank behind the horizon, their words waving slowly into something that felt like the beginning of a bridge. Maybe it was enough. Maybe it was enough was the last line of episode number 6. I hope you will like it. I will be there with you with episode number 8. Thanks too much for your watching and precious time. Love you.